Absolutely.
Best of luck, friend.
Great, thank you.
Nick Purvis, the French Press, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi guys, welcome. We all love things that taste good. And for so many customers, enjoying exceptional coffee is their sole objective. They're looking for a simple, uncomplicated moment where they can experience beautiful coffees through flavor. Now, I manage the French Press in Santa Barbara, California, and this is definitely the case in our cafes. While education is a major passion for us, being the first ever specialty shop in town definitely presents some challenges. You see, not everyone who walks through the door cares about things like lot separation, profile roasting, those hows and whys of quality, if you will. And while these things are really exciting to me, they just want tasty coffee. Today, we're gonna call these people flavor seekers. And as a barista, one of my greatest passions is turning flavor seekers into flavor understanders. Now, when a flavor seeker walks into my cafe, I'm actually really excited because I get the chance to use my favorite educational tool in the bag, which is flavor. Flavor not only shows flavor seekers how delicious coffee can be, but it builds trust. And that trust is the most important gateway into further education and understanding of coffee. Now, my personal favorite way to start building trust with the tentative flavor seeker is by offering them a win-win situation. Try a cappuccino. If you don't like it, I'll make you something else on me. A cappuccino is a perfect way to introduce unique and delicious flavors that espresso has to offer while remaining really approachable. So that's exactly what we're gonna start out with today, cappuccinos. Your cappuccinos are gonna taste like coffee cheesecake with orange glaze. Please refer to those menus throughout the presentation and I'll be right back. Also, those small glasses are for your dirty spoons, guys. Be right back. Get a perch, guys. Guys, the right in the middle are for signature beverage shots, and the left is for cappuccinos. Alright guys, now I try not to overload flavor seekers. I want to get them connected with this coffee while still staying focused on what they're interested in, which is flavor. I tell them this coffee is from the Huila region of Colombia, and it's comprised of coffee from a handful of small lot farmers. The coffee is called Naranjos. Now the Huila region is predominantly known for its sweetness, its clean acidity, and its big body. And we're going to experience all of these delicious qualities today through these cappuccinos with those flavors of coffee cheesecake and orange glaze. Here, Marcus. Enjoy that. cappuccinos.
I had no reason to let her go, but I can't undo what has been done. And for a long time I kept believing I'd be glad the day she found someone to get hold her close, someone to get hold her tight.
Alright guys, I started to get really excited immediately following a cappuccino experience with a customer. Most customers are full of questions based on flavor, and this is when the fun really gets started, guys. See, what they really want to know is why my coffee tastes different. Here you go, Michelle. They're really curious how these delicious flavors are created. And for me, planting that seed is the first victory with a customer. Once again, look for those flavors: coffee cheesecake, orange glaze.
But I can't help sharing my thoughts with you. It didn't hurt when I was sleeping.
Enjoy.
It twisted when you cried, only to break when you found somebody new. Ain't no need to love you right when I was wrong. I've been trying to make you happy for so long. Happy for so long.
Warm this up just a little bit. There we go.
I've been trying to make you happy for so long.
Alright, so now that we've used flavor in those cappuccinos to build some trust, it's time to take the ultimate leap of faith: espresso. Many flavor seekers are intimidated by espresso due to its reputation for intensity and over-caffeination. But after such a delicious flavor experience in those cappuccinos, they're starting to trust me as a professional and are ready to become flavor understanders. I tell them this coffee, it's grown at 18 to 2100 meters of elevation, it's a fully washed and sun-dried coffee, and all of these factors directly contribute to those final flavors. It's so delicious, guys. I'm so excited for you to try it.
Maybe it's not too late for me to show you I was wrong. Maybe I can bring you back to where you have always belonged. Ain't no need to love you right when I was wrong. And ever since
Today, it's tasting like tangerine sweetness, red apple acidity with a subtle cacao finish. I'm gonna bring you some, guys.
So long. But maybe our love can live to see another dawn. Ain't no need to love you right.
The right in the middle, espresso.
And ever since that day, it's been so hard to carry on. I've been trying to make you happy for so long. But maybe our love can live to see another dawn.
right, guys, I'm gonna have you evaluate crema, but hold off from drinking for just a moment. Enjoy that. Enjoy. Yep. Enjoy. Turn it this way. Enjoy. Naturally, flavor is understood best when espresso is slightly cooled. So what we're gonna do is stir these espressos thoroughly. We're gonna take in the sweet aroma and then finish in 3 sips. Once again, tangerine sweetness, red apple acidity, subtle cacao finish. Enjoy, guys. After a flavor seeker's first espresso experience, I don't expect them to be able to recognize the subtlety in flavors like you and I. Flavor education to me is an ongoing process that's based on the trust that I've earned as a barista. So I got to thinking, in order to help people understand flavor in espresso, I need to make espresso flavor relatable to their own experiences with these specific flavors. What I found is that experiencing flavors individually can really help my customers understand them as part of espresso. So, to start out our signature beverage, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I've prepared 3 flavor representations, and we're gonna experience them prior to incorporating the espresso. So the far right flavor is a caramelized tangerine juice. I've made it right over here by pan-searing sugar-covered tangerines and juicing them. Now, go ahead and taste this one, guys. That far right flavor. This flavor perfectly represents that tangerine sweetness you just tasted in your espressos. And the sweetness is created by this coffee's long maturation process on the trees, as well as its exclusive ripe cherry picking at harvest. Now that middle flavor is the juice of red apples that have been reduced for just a quick minute, and you can go ahead and taste that as well. This flavor really perfectly matches that red apple acidity you just tasted in those espressos as well. And this acidity comes from the Huila region's highly acidic and nutrient-rich soil. Now that far left flavor is a liquefied coffee cheesecake that I made from mascarpone, an 18-hour cold extraction of the naranjos, a little bit of ground cacao nibs, and a little bit of raw sugar. Go ahead and taste that one, guys. This flavor truly matches that base flavor in the cappuccino of cheesecake, showing off this coffee's versatility and adding a lot of balance to this drink. So, now that we understand the flavors individually, it's time to add espresso to complete our flavor understanding. And I thought it was only fitting to marry all the flavors together to represent the handful of small lot farmers that have joined their efforts together to bring us this exciting coffee. So, this drink is comprised of 6 shots of naranjos, 30 grams of that caramelized tangerine juice, 25 grams of that red apple reduction, and 20 grams of that liquefied cheesecake. This drink is going to be warm, and you can go ahead and take your first drink now. There you go. Notice initial flavors of sweet tangerine and coffee cheesecake right out front. Okay, I'm going to have you take another drink. You're going to notice that red apple pops out a little bit more, bringing into balance the complexity of each flavor while remaining really coffee forward. I love this drink, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. I know you guys have had a lot of espresso today. And I hope you've enjoyed my example of how I connect my customers with a coffee through their first love, which is flavor. Thank you, guys.
This is street radio for unsung hero, riding in the Rego, trying to stay legal. My daughter found Nemo, I found
Time for Nick Purvis of the French Press. There's that smile. Oh, there's that smile.